Hello, welcome to Take 5 Friday. It's a beautiful day in Florida. And today I'd like to contemplate on the concept of expectations. And, it's a very long subject, but we could summarize that all disappointments come from expectations in relationships, in business, in hobbies, in everything really. And a simple shift that we could do in thinking in order to go away from that trap or to avoid it would be change our expectations with appreciation or gratitude. Appreciate. So with that said, let's begin. We're going to find a comfortable sitting position. And check the camera here. Close the eyes. I guess that's good. And tuning into the present moment. Begin noticing all the sounds around. The sounds of these moments. As each moment is unique and has its own soundtrack. Notice all the different sounds around you. Notice maybe the running of the air conditioning, or the wind, or the birds, any sounds. Notice how the air feels on the skin. And also the area of where the skin meets your clothing. If you have any clothes. Notice how it feels on the areas where your skin touches the area where you're laying down or sitting. Notice any smells. With your eyes closed, notice what you see in your mind's eye. Shapes and colors. And during this class, we will bring our attention into the present moment by focusing on the breath and all these noises that are around us that make up the soundtrack of this moment will not be distractions, but instead will be our focal point, focusing into the present moment. This present moment is the only thing we have for sure here and now. This shapes our future. At any moment during this practice, if we notice bringing ourselves in the past with memories or anything that is in the past, when we catch ourselves, we are going to bring ourselves back into the present moment through the breath. Also, the same way, if we notice and we catch ourselves with schedules or plans for later, the future, when we catch ourselves doing so, we will also bring ourselves into the present moment through the breath. Place the hands on the belly, on the two sides of the belly, so not just in front, but also to the sides. Maybe the thumbs are pointed backwards and the rest of the fingers are forward. Feel the belly expands from all sides, not just in front with air. On inhale and on exhale, belly is getting smaller, air goes out, spine is straight. Inhale, air goes in, filling the belly like a pitcher with water. Exhale, belly is emptying of the air. We will try to maintain this breath throughout the practice. At any moment, if you catch yourself not breathing fully through the belly, then readjust your positioning. Maybe the pose is too deep, or maybe you're holding it too long. Practicing mindfulness in the present moment throughout the class consistently is going to help you to bring that awareness of being present in more moments in your life. And at some point, it will become a habit. Never stop practicing it. Inhale, hands up, filling the belly with air. Exhale, float them down. At your own pace. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, float them down. Strong straight spine. Engaging the core slightly, but not too much to where the air is not going to the belly. You want to always expand the belly. Forward, sideways, and backwards, feeling like a pitcher with air on inhalation. And on exhalation, empty that old stale air that's been in the bottoms of the lungs for a while. Begin incorporating twist. So inhaling, hands up, exhaling to one side, forward with one hand, and then backwards with the other one. My intention for today is gratitude. Free times in my head in present time. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. Feel free to come up with a different intention. Repeat it 3 times in your head in present time. On the next inhale, when the hands are up, keep the right arm above your head and drop the left foot for support. Inhaling really high with right fingertips up towards the sky as much as possible. And going overhead towards the left. Walking the left fingertips towards the left. Look underneath the right arm. Filling the belly with the breath. Strong, straight core. Inhale yourself back up with both hands. Left arm stays up, right one drops towards the right. Overhead with the left arm. Begin walking the right fingertips away from you. Feeling the belly with air. Looking underneath the left arm. Bringing yourself back to the middle and inhale, follow the hands down. Interlace fingers and wait for me. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Palms are pointed away from you. Now shift the position of the palms facing towards you. And keep caving in with the top part of the spine, spacing out the shoulder blades, curving the top part of the spine, but keep the lower part of the spine and the core strong and straight. Inhaling, hands back up and place the left hand on your right knee. Place the right hand behind you for support and begin twisting towards the right. Look over the right shoulder. Now in twists, the breath is a little bit restricted, so you want to kind of force in the breath lower. Inhaling, hands back up towards the sky, and then float the right hand on top of the left knee. Place the left hand for support behind you and begin twisting and look over the left shoulder. Forcing the breath a little bit. Inhaling, hands back up and back to neutral, float them down. Now, if you are in cross-leg position, change the crossings of the legs. If you're not in cross-leg position, but let's say you're on your feet or knees or whatever, then stay in the same position. And get your fingertips away from the crown of the head. Tilt your left ear towards the left shoulder. Wiggle the right fingers. Tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Wiggle the left fingers. Tucking the chin towards the chest. Wiggle both fingers, both hands fingers at the same time. Keep the chin forward as you move right ear towards the right shoulder. Then switch, move the left ear towards left shoulder and keep the chin still tucked in forward. Inhale yourself back up to neutral with hands up towards the sky. Keep the length of the spine and float the hands down and behind you. Chest towards the sky and chin towards the sky. Elbows away from the ears. Breathe. Full breath all the way to the bottom of the belly. Inhale yourself back up to neutral. And then begin tension from the hips, moving forward. Even maybe place the hands a little bit behind you with support to make sure the spine is straight. Tension from the hips. Spend a few breaths here. And when you're ready, place the hands in front of you and then begin walking them forward. Forward, still try to relatively keep the spine straight. Relax the hips, relax the legs. Sending the breath all the way down to the bottom of the belly and also spreading the breath further away from the belly into the screaming spots, maybe somewhere in some of the legs or both of the legs areas. Whatever that might be for you. Keep walking the hands forward. And keep walking forward with the hands. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class and repeat it 3 times in your head. Remember, all the background noises are just a focal point to bring us back into the present moment, into the breath. I have so many birds around me, especially parrots. Slowly walking yourself, very slow. Remember, you want to give a chance the body to respond versus react. Let's move both of the feet forward, so legs straight in front of you. Again, use the arms to keep you straight in the spine, moving towards the toes. Flex the toes, point the toes. Flex the toes and point the toes. Incorporate breath with that movement. So inhale, flex the toes. Exhale, point the toes. Full breath. Also, moving the face towards the toes. More and more body relaxes and releases. We're just pushing forward with the face. Imagine I walk behind you and I press in between your shoulder blades gently forward, extending really good the backs of the legs, keeping the spine straighter, trying not to curve it. The moment you start curving the spine, the leg muscles will overpower the spine muscles. So you do want to concentrate on relaxing the leg muscles and keeping the spine straighter and stronger. Slowly begin inhaling out. And place the legs about 80% in between them. And again, hinging from the hips, inner hamstring concentration. So relaxing the entire length, inner length of the legs. Moving forward with the breath. On each exhale, chest, more forward. If you feel like you're bending the spine, maybe place the hands behind you for support. Micropulsation helps here a whole lot. So inhale slightly back up. Slightly. And then on exhale, push forward. Inhale yourself back up to neutral and then place the hands parallelly to the feet. And then on inhale, we're going to reach towards the left foot. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale towards the right foot. Exhale, back to neutral. Keep flowing at your own pace. The last time you reach towards the right foot, go back to neutral. And then concentrate all your energy going left hand towards the left foot and stay there and breathe. Right arm up towards the sky. Breathe. Full breath, filling the breath, the belly with breath, as you're filling a pitcher with water from all sides. Strong, straight core, inhale back to neutral. Same thing on the other side. Reach out towards the right foot. Left arm towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Full inhale, full breath. Inhale yourself back to neutral. Right arm forward, left one. Wrapping around, open and go towards the left. Relax the right shoulder and look towards the right. Inhale yourself with the left arm forward. A right one wraps around the left and help it go towards the right. Relax the left shoulder, look towards the left. Inhaling back to neutral, and then with the help of the hands, bring your legs back together and hug the knees. Maybe bring the feet closer to you. Strong, straight core and straight spine. Begin disengaging the feet from the ground. Lifting them up. Lean back and tucking the tailbone slightly so you can lean back more. But do keep the top part of your torso straight in the spine. Begin moving the hands away from the heart center with the palms up, receiving energy. Take the moment to appreciate yourself, to appreciate the source. Begin straightening the legs, keep them in the air. Breathe. Full breath. Bring the knees towards the chest. Keep the top part of the spine straight, hug the knees. And place the feet on the ground to make a transition into tabletop. Hands and knees underneath us. And each time we are on the hands, we want to be spreading fingertips as much as possible around each other, digging them into the mat for support, to protect the wrists. If you do have any kind of anything going on in the wrists, problems or sensations or whatever, you want to be on your fists and most of the weight to be on the first two knuckles. Tabletop. Inhaling tailbone and chin towards the sky. Exhale, push the mat away and round the back. And at your own pace, feel the flow. Inhale, extend the left foot behind you in the air. I'd say about shoulder height. Away from the head, so make sure you're not a little bit collapsed to the left or anything, but the foot is extremely centered between the two shoulders behind you above the ground. Place the right arm slightly forward, the right hand slightly forward. Place the right foot towards the right for support. And elevate left arm and left leg into kind of like a side plank, but with the right knee on the mat. Look towards the left fingertips. Full breath. When you had enough of that, back to regular tabletop. Elevate the right foot behind you. Make sure the fingertips are spread. Right foot behind you and center between the two shoulders. Far away from both shoulders, not just from one. Elevate it higher. Move the left hand forward a little bit, a couple inches. And move the left foot towards the left for support, elevating the right arm up towards the sky. Look towards the right fingertips. Full breath here. As we begin to gather more and more core power, try to maintain that belly breathing. Not restrict the breath to just the top part of the shoulders, the lungs. Find your way to regular tabletop. From there, tuck the toes and lift up for downward facing dog, tailbone towards the sky and chest towards the thighs. Pushing the mat away with the hands. Begin walking the feet towards the hands. Find yourself in forward fold. Begin finding more and more coverage from the bottoms of the feet with the mat, with the ground. Imagine growing 3 roots from the feet, on the bottoms of the feet, and then begin peeling yourself off one vertebra at a time. Lifting. Once you get to the top, do a couple of shoulder rolls. Just move back a little bit. Couple of shoulder rolls. Palms forward. Let the chin towards the chest. Imagine how your neck is a beautiful continuation of the spine. Imagine that you are pulled on a string from the top of your head. Palms forward. Suck in slightly the tailbone. Shoulders back and relaxed. Knees are a little bit shy of block. Find a point in front of you to stare at. Concentrate your attention at a drishti, an anchoring point of concentration. And begin shifting the weight into the left leg. Releasing the right foot off of the ground. Keep staring on that one point of concentration and lean back with the right foot, going back with the right foot, going forward with the arms into warrior 3. Full breath. Inhale, right knee goes towards the chest, hugging it. Force you straight in the torso. Moving the right knee towards the right, left arm towards the left. Maybe even grab the toes of the right foot and straighten the right leg. And breathe. Hug the knee again towards the chest when ready. And one more last. Warrior 3, right foot kicks back. As the arms are moving forward, notice how slowly I'm flowing from one pose to another pose. That slow, mindful movement creates stability. If you slam yourself in any of these balancing poses, you will most likely lose balance. Exhale back into forward fold. And if you do lose balance, that's okay. Just gradually get slow in the pose. Inhaling, lifting one vertebra at a time. Shoulder rolls, relax the hands, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Knees are shy of block. Palms are forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Neck is extended, rotating the chin towards the chest slightly. Begin shifting the weight into the right foot. Left one goes forward. Left foot start kicking back with warrior 3 on this side. Hands forward, foot back. Breathe. Inhaling yourself back up into hugging the knee towards the chest. Many different times we have very different left to right sides, not just in patterns, but also in balance. Just notice any differences, but don't judge. Left knee towards the left and the right arm goes towards the right. Maybe grab toes, straighten the left side. Breathe. When you're ready, hug your knee towards the chest very slow. And begin kicking back with the left foot, forward with the arms. Warrior 3. Find yourself in forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Begin walking the hands forward into downward facing dog. Heels towards the ground, tailbone towards the sky, pushing the mat away with both hands. Look forward, place the left foot forward towards the hand. Inhaling, hands all the way out, tighten the core into lunge. You can do a few hops with the back foot, or very slowly, gradually shift the weight on the front leg and move into warrior. Breathe quickly from there into half moon, placing both hands on the ground and releasing the right arm up towards the sky. Maybe turning the face towards the right, maybe looking towards the right fingertips. Find yourself into forward fold, walk the feet back, downward facing dog, pushing the mat away with hands. Look forward, place the right foot forward towards the hands. The back heel is detached. Into lunge, inhale, up with the arms. Very slowly, shifting the weight into the front foot by detaching the back one, or maybe make a few hops with the back foot. Find warrior tree, and from there half moon on this side. Warrior tree, half moon, hands down, releasing the left arm up towards the sky, right one for support on the ground, look towards the left, and maybe even towards left fingertips. More support you will find if you walk more with the right hand towards the right. And really find yourself into forward fold. From there, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift into plank. Exhale, elbows in, breathe the breath out. Inhale, upward cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Place the knees on the mat. Get your hands interlaced in the fingers. And whatever they're interlaced from the inside is where you're going to place the back of your head. Tuck the toes and lift up. Begin walking the feet towards the head. And see if you can detach from the mat, maybe on your tippy toes. Maybe even lift up the legs. Full breath. If your legs are lifted, begin straightening them. To exit, tuck the knees towards the chest, feet down, and find yourself into child's pose. From child's pose, find yourself into laying down on your mat, hugging the knees towards the chest, and then do it the other way, come closer to the microphone. Laying down, knees towards the chest, drop the knees towards the left. Right arm goes towards the right. Look towards the right fingertips. Full breath. Hug the knees towards the chest again. Moving left and right, massaging the spine. Tuck the chin so you can incorporate the top part of the spine as well, and the neck in between the shoulders. Drop the knees towards the right, hold them down with the right hand. Left hand goes towards the left, and we look towards the left fingertips. Hug the knees towards the chest again, moving left and right. Massaging the spine. Make sure you incorporate in between the shoulder blades, so relax the shoulders and take the chin towards the chest. Place the arms towards the left and right. Opposite directions. Lift up the legs towards the sky and exhale, moving them towards the left. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale towards the right. Inhale up. Exhale towards the left. Inhale up. Legs towards the right. Keep flowing the breath. When you have enough of that, hug the knees towards the chest. One last time, massage the spine, left and right. And relax the feet away from you. Shoulder distance apart. Palms up towards the sky. Palms up towards the sky. Breathe fully all the way to the feet. Breathe fully all the way to the fingers. Imagine a wave of relaxation going all the way from the top of your head, flowing down the throat and shoulders and chest and core, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Wave of relaxation. Now imagine another wave of relaxation. This time it comes from the feet going up to the ankles, knees, thighs, core, chest, shoulders, throat, face, and scalp. Imagine you're walking on the beach and it's sunset. The sun is beautiful, shining, and golden. The waves are going one by one, and you're walking into the wet sand. You find a little shell, and with that shell, you make a circle. In this circle, you write down all things that you can think of that you're expecting to happen. And you decide that whether you decide now, decide whether these things happen or not, you're still gonna be your your authentic self, your happy authentic self. And then there is a wave that comes in and washes off the circle and all the expectations in it. Let it go. And you continue walking to the sunset. You can choose to relax and have a deeper, longer meditation. Or if you do choose to get up and get going with the next thing, wiggle the fingers and toes and then move hands above the head for stretching far away from the feet with the hands, and find your way to one side, left or right. In fetal position, use the top arm for support, strong straight spine, lifting yourself up. In sitting position. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. Namaste.